Welcome everybody to the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series here from Talladega Superspeedway. It is the third Talladega race in the Duralast Cup Series, and it's also Season 3. Well, guess what, folks? Our most recent winner here, and looking to possibly repeat, well, nope, he didn't even make the show. It was Reed Sorensen in the Spire Motorsports 77. They didn't even make the show last race winner earlier in January. So the biggest track in Duralast Cup Series racing, the Talladega Daytona track, well, it's got a little bit of a kind of a modification. As you usually see with Duralast Cup Series track, the front straightaway here, we usually come out, I would say, probably almost 5 to 7 inches more this way. The track's a little bit more compact, a little bit more of a tri-oval shape, and that's what we're looking for here. So the front straightaway is a little bit shorter, I would probably say about that much. Yes, I know it's supposed to be the biggest track, but we got a much better tri-oval shape for Talladega Superspeedway. And if you compare it to most stop-motion tracks, it's actually pretty similar. Anyways, folks, 32 car, Corey LaJoie, out of the woodwork, freaking qualifies on pole. There is so many Fords in the top 10. It's unbelievable how many Fords have actually qualified well today. Does this mean that Ford, well, is going to guarantee themselves a victory? It is going to be unscripted. It is going to be fun. Who is going to win the Bojangles 500? Right here at Talladega Superspeedway. Holy cow, folks. The NASCAR Duralast Cup Series points. It's going to get crazy. Who's going to win? Let's get the cars off pit road and get the unscripted diecast action. Live Diecastbuffet underway. Alrighty, folks, here we go. So here's a quick rundown for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series rule format. Well, it's a little bit different here at the plate racing. You know, it's unscripted diecast racing. Anything can happen. But when you go to these restrictor plate races, the one thing that is guaranteed is that every car will either be nose to tail throughout the whole field, right? So this is how it works. We push the car around the track, wherever it lands, wherever it goes, it can crash into the catch fence on the back straightaway, flip off the track, whatever it may be. That is where the car will go. So let's say this car here, 32 car, ends up right here. Let's say the second place qualifier, Amarola. Well, if the nose of this car gets to the tail of this car, that is a completed pass. Well, let's say, since this is a restrictor plate race, the way the rules format works is that no matter where the 10 car is, if it stops right here, you push it and it stops right here, that car would go all the way up to the back bumper of the 32. But if the 10 car was, let's say, right here, cleanly passing the 32, it would be pushed back here. It would kind of create a pack racing environment. And of course, if one car comes off the track for any reason, that is a DNF. And guess what? If it hits another car that's parked on the inside, any contact, that is a DNF as well. Last time we went to a restrictor plate race, it was a record 19 DNFs at Daytona with Jimmie Johnson win it. Of course, Jimmie Johnson, he qualified today. It's going to be some interesting racing, folks. A lot of new cars. Here we go, folks. Who do you think's going to win tonight? I have no clue. Here is Corey LaJoie, the Plan B Sales Ford Mustang. The Fords absolutely dominated qualifying. Here we go. The green flag at the Bojangles 500. Unscripted diecast racing championship battle. Who is going to get points and who's going to lose points? All kinds of storylines in today's race. Well, let's go racing. And a 32 car, not a good lap there, but that's going to start our pack right here. As the catch fence is, well, it's not holding on too well. Here's Eric Almirola in the Smithfield Ford. Shot out of a cannon goes the 10 car, but like I mentioned, it's the pack racing rule. That's going to move the 10 car back over here to the front stretch, and like I said, that's how passing works. It's unscripted diecast racing. Take the cars, pretty much throw it in the blender, and that's how you get your winner. Here's Cole Custer in the Haas Ford. And right now, that 32 car is going to be falling back pretty quick. And easily the most beautiful diecast in the series is that number 4 Bush Applewell Ford Mustang. Let's see what Kevin Harvick can do. First time for that car on track and sets an amazing lap. Unfortunate though, well, it's at Talladega, pack racing. Go figure. Here's John Hunter Nemechek in the Speedy Cash Ford. And a good lap, going to take the lead here, folks. A good enough lap for the 38 to take the lead. Here's Clinton Boyer in a brand new car right here. The Ford Built Proud Mustang. Lightning fast, best lap of the day. And another thing here is only top 10 are the drivers that get points. So if you finish first, obviously you get 10 points. And if you get 10th, you get 1 point. That's how the points format works. It creates congested pack racing. And fighting for that top 10 spot is just as important as a win. Here's number 17 of Chris Buescher, the Sunny D Ford. And and he's going to take the lead. You know, you go back to Season 1, it was Clint Boyer that won at Talladega. That was the second restrictor plate race, the first with this type of format, as the first 2 races in Season 1 were stop motions. After that, it went to unscripted racing, but it was none other than William Byron who won this race last season. Here's Austin Dillon, who's, I'm telling you, man, this cat's looking pretty good this season. He could win the championship. And that is a big one there. Holy cow. We're going to have to go to the tape there. Well, folks, imagine that. Austin Dillon, well, kind of sweeps the deck with a grand slam and takes out 4 cars, including himself. 3 of the 4 Stewart-Haas racing cars to go were taken out in one sweep. Now, I looked at the footage. It looked like the 32 moved at the initial push. It was buried because this was moving, and then the car sitting here, this kind of vibrated and kind of moved the car as well. So the 32 was clean. The 10 was a fraction miss or a fraction hit from the angle I seen, which was kind of sketchy because it was framed by second. I'm going to say the 10 was just barely scratched. The 41 and the 4, obvious hits. But the 3 cars out, and when you consider the championship battle with Austin Dillon and Kevin Harvick and company, that opens the door for a lot of people to gain some points. Here's Brad Keselowski in the Worth Ford. And Brad Keselowski out front looking for his first Duralast Cup Series win. And already this race is starting to come into a junkyard in the infield. Here's Matt DiBenedetto in the Maytag Menards Ford. That didn't sound good. A slow run for the 21 car. Here's Ty Dillon in a brand new car, the Geico Hump Day Chevrolet Camaro. I don't know, that thing sounds like it's dragging, but hey, he's out front. Here's Ryan Newman in a new look, the Oscar Myers Bacon Ford. And Ryan Newman out front. So far, there has been so many lead changes. I truly could not tell you who's going to win this Duralast Cup Series race. This is why it's the most original diecast series on YouTube, unlike anything out there. And I just want to say thank y'all so much for supporting Duralast Cup Series racing. Here's Alex Bowman, the Lumar Chevrolet Camaro. Shot out of a cannon, nearly wrecks right there. He's going to go out front. And as the cars are starting to build up in 1 and 2, that's going to make it harder and harder for these guys to get that pass to take the lead. But Bubba Wallace, I'm telling you, this cat might win this race. The DoorDash Chevrolet Camaro, brand new race car. How will this cat do? Oh, snap. Well, alright, so, the 43 comes off the track, makes contact. It sounded like it clipped one of the pieces, which, I mean, that's just going to happen. The splitters are so freaking low. And he comes out and hits the 21 car. Now, the 21 severely hit the 32, but based on the rule, if a car hits one car here and it pushes all these cars up, that's not a 15-car wreck. That's just the nose-and-tail rule. It don't count because if you're at Bristol and they're all nose-and-tail, one car hits another, it ain't going to be a 30-car DNF. And speaking of Bristol, the next race, March 14th, Bristol night race. The man who took out 3 Stewart-Haas Racing Mustangs. That cat won that race last season. Here's Ryan Blaney in a beautiful Lindman Menards Ford. That was crazy, but that's still a DNF. 25 cars left to go to both of the Menards cars are out. Here's Greg Biffle in the Castrol Ford. And Biffle has taken the lead at Talladega. I mentioned at the Richmond race how the custom diecast, such as that 16 car, got a makeover. They got a performance upgrade, and right now Biffle is in position to win his first ever Duralast Cup Series race. Here is Denny Hamlin in the same car he won Fontana with, the FedEx Freight Toyota. Well, spoke too soon. The fastest lap in Dega goes to Denny. Hamlin's out front, but the cat who missed the Daytona 500 won the Daytona night race the last time he went to a plate track. Jimmy Johnson, brand new car, brand new diecast, the Ally Fueling Futures. It looks the same, but it's slightly different. Let's see if this car is a winning diecast. Shot out of a cannon, barely takes the lead from Hamlin. I tell you what though, this track with a kind of reformed shape, the pieces don't align that well, but I think it's a necessary sacrifice to get the shape we want for the Talladega track in. A brand new car, you know the homie, Little Wrangler 3. Well, guess what? Him and McMahon built this diecast, sent it to me, and here is his bottom back diecast. Chevrolet Camaro. Brand new car for LW3. Let's see if this cat can get a second Duralast Cup Series win. This car has not hit the track yet, folks. Let's see if this thing runs good. Shot out of a cannon again, but he's going to get into the top 10. You know, that car does have some speed, but he's going to need a little bit of luck to get that points-paying position. There's a lot of cars left, 21 to go. Christopher Bell back here in the Duralast Cup Series in the Pro Core Toyota. That was close. He's out. I think he missed the 32 car, but as the car slid across, the back end kind of swerved and barely scratched the 38. By rule, that's a DNF. So, unfortunately, we already have, 9 cars already out tonight. That's crazy. Check this out. For the remaining 4 Duralast Cup Series races left, of course, Bristol, Atlanta, and Homestead, and of course, today's race, William Byron's going to be in the Rainbow Warrior paint scheme. Let's see how this thing goes. Holy cow! Well, the man who won this race last season is out front. Here's Michael McDowell in the Loves Ford Mustang. Well, would you imagine that? Well, folks, the 34 car, the Front Row Motorsports Ford, his teammates in the garage area, but it's kind of ironic how the 34 car is now competitive after he wins the 500 real life. Pretty cool stuff. Here's Timmy Hill in the 66 Ford Mustang. And unfortunately, that car still sucks. No disrespect to the 66 driver. You know, I'm a fan of Timmy Hill, just that diecast I built sucks. Here's Ross Chastain in the Monster Energy Chevrolet Camaro. And he'll get around Brad. Here's Chase Elliott in the Mountain Dew Chevrolet Camaro, the Team Rubicon, the Minecraft Creeper-looking car. Let's see what this cat can do. A little bit of fishtailing, gets around Biffle for 5th. If you want to have a diecast series like this, or to upgrade your own diecast series, whether it's stop motion or diecast racing, heck, just build up your collection altogether, make sure to check out Plan B Sales and Circle B Diecast. Use the promo code DIECASTBuffet. This is where I get all these cars. All these cars, of course, besides the Authentics ones, because I have to get those from, they don't, those are retail store ones. But all these Gold Series cars, all bought from Plan B Sales or Circle B Diecast. Plan B Sales is more of the wholesale, so I would say shop at Circle B Diecast. Grow your collection. Free shipping, my dude. I tell you what, I don't like overpaying for diecast, and I know you don't either, so make sure to go check it out, folks. Anyways, back to the action at Talladega Superspeedway. Here's the Caterpillar Camaro of Tyler Reddick. Oh! Well, that's gonna rally some more cars. Let me go back to the tape, and let's see what the biff just happened. Wow, so that was a crazy crash right there. After looking at the footage again, I gotta tell you what, that 32 car dodged 2 massive wrecks, I might add. The car did move a little bit, but when I looked at it, it looked like it completely passed it. When it came down and hit, I believe it was a 14 car, it pushed this, which kind of moved the car as well, so I don't count that. So that's 2 extremely close calls for your pole sitter, who I might add is in the back of the pack. And in the 17, I mean, by the thinnest of margins. So 2 Fords right there who barely dodged a bullet, but man, tough luck for Keselowski. And get this, folks, 13 DNFs, 13 cars still running on the track, half of the field is in the garage, and we got 14 cars to go. Unbelievable racing. We could set the record again. Michael McDowell's out front, but William Byron, who won this race last year, could he win it back-to-back? He'll need a little bit of help up there for someone to crash out the 34. Here's Truex in the Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry. And Truex gets around Dillon. Of course, Ty Dillon, that is. Here's Joey Logano in the Pennzoil Ford. I tell you what, though, that 2020 22 car, it has never had speed, and in every single race it's been, it has never been competitive. Hopefully the 2021 edition of that car will be a little bit faster. Here is Matt Kenseth in the Credit One Bank Chevrolet Camaro. Dang! All the way up to 3rd place. With 11 cars to go, here is Eric Jones in the Stanley Toyota Camry. Could he get a huge win? And you think about it, Clint Bowyer, a championship contender. You throw in, heck, the 4 car. Well, you look across the board, Jimmy Johnson, he could get a top 5 here. So when you look across the board here, there's a lot of big names. Truex is going to be outside the top 10, it looks like. So if Eric Jones was to win this race, it could severely help his championship hopes. Let's see what he can do. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Again? 32 car. Even though he's in the back of the pack, he has survived 3 massive wrecks. Here is Ryan Preece in the Kingsford Chevrolet Camaro. And Ryan Preece gets around Logano. And that 22 car right there is the final car in the top 10. So 1 point if the race ended now for Logano. 10 points for the 34 car. Here is J.J. Yaley in the number 54 Ford Mustang for Rick Ware Racing. Believe it or not, Rick Ware Racing, only 1 entry for Talladega. Chase Briscoe, who took over the 52 car, he didn't make the show, so let's see what Yaley can do. And a fantastic run all the way up to 3rd. You know, someone should really sponsor that 54 car, because that thing has had just so much good speed. And think about it, that car has been ran since Season 2. That actually started a couple Season 2 races, so that thing has been... That's a very experienced diecast, and I think it's only getting faster. Here is Harrison Burton back in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. 82 diecast news, Tax Slayer Camaro. Dang! The 82 takes the lead. So the 82 car steals the lead from the 34. This is crazy. I still don't think that 82 is going to win this, guys. I mean, we got, what, 7 cars left. Kyle Busch is in this final 7. There's some good heavy hitters here. Let's see what the 96 can do. Or could it be Buffet Racing South, an 82 car, to get their first Duralast Cup Series win? Let's see what Suarez can do. Suarez gets around Johnson. And like I mentioned, folks, the next Duralast Cup Series broadcast is going to be at Bristol Motor Speedway, the night race. Austin Dillon won this race last season. It's going to be exciting. March 14th, Sunday night. It's going to be fun. Here is Dominic Konareski, the number 57 Newark Sports Show Camaro. And the 57 car gets around Hamlin. Here's Kyle Busch of the Snickers 1 Toyota Camry. Kyle Busch gets around Suarez. 4 cars to go. Here's BJ McLeod in the Excel Chevrolet Camaro. Let's see what this cat can do. Shot out of a cannon. He'll get around Kenseth. Let's see what Kurt Busch can do in the Gear Wrench Chevrolet Camaro, folks. Let's see how this car can do. Oh, dang. That was a hard shot right there. Well, it looks like the 32 car dodged, get this, 3 wrecks, but the 4th one, yeah, it couldn't dodge that last one there. So, the 32 car's a trooper right there, but he gets taken out. And unfortunately, not because the car's slow, it's just, I mean, everyone else has been wrecked out. The 5 car finds himself the last car in the lead lap, and here's Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and after that, it's Quinn Houff. So, it's either Harrison Burton, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., or Quinn Houff. It looks like it's going to win here at Talladega Superspeedway. And the 47 car gets around Alex Bowman. You know, this is the product of restrictor plate racing. Anybody and anything could win. And now we find ourselves between Quinn Houff and the 82 car of Buffet Racing South here at Talladega Superspeedway. Units Camaro for Quinn Houff. Or will it be the Diecast News Tax Slayer Camaro? Let's see who's going to win this one, folks. Talladega comes down to this. Make your predictions down below. Let's see who the heck wins. Speechless! Quinn Houff steals it! Talladega back-to-back upset winners, and oh boy, some people are not going to like this one. Buffet Racing South is denied, Michael McDowell is denied, heck, even William Byron. Starcom Racing, the car that was built by Indiana Diecast guy on Instagram, has found victory lane at Talladega Superspeedway. Upset alert here in Dega. Holy cow, folks! Upset alert! Last race in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, the most original diecast series on YouTube. We found Reed Sorensen. He won at Richmond. Well, guess what? He missed the race. He didn't even qualify in, and now Quinn Houff, folks, has just won a Duralast Cup Series race. If you asked, is it scripted? No, it is not scripted. Upset winner here at Talladega, and my goodness, I mean, this 82 car is one of the most well-built diecasts. I mean, look how easy this thing freaking rolls. Watch this. You see how easy this thing rolls? I built that car. Guess what? That car almost freaking won this race. Quinn Houff freaking just won this race, and that is officially the second custom NASCAR diecast to ever win a points-paying Duralast Cup Series race. Absolutely unbelievable stuff here, folks, and just when you think about it, another custom car! Freaking Michael McDowell gets third place here in the Loves Travel Stop Ford Mustang. My goodness, man, what a freaking crazy top three right there. All three custom diecasts, and I tell you what, though, just unbelievable racing, man. I mean, we have not had this level of freaking racing in the Duralast Cup Series ever before. You know, I feel like at first in the Duralast Cup Series, we really had, you know, he was kind of overbearing. Some of the cars were extremely fast, but we have the most equal diecast racing on freaking YouTube, my dude, and it's unbelievable. And William Byron, brand new car, and he's going to be running this for the next 3 races to finish out Season 3. Guess what, folks? He gained the most points tonight on the championship leaders because Quentin Houff is pretty much mathematically eliminated with 3 races to go. You got to be within 30 points, folks, and he's pretty much out of it. Harrison Burton, Michael McDowell out of it, but William Byron gains a crap load of points on guys like Austin Dillon, Reed Sorensen, you know, your championship leaders. Yeah, definitely crazy names up there. And if you win the race, you get 10 points. 10 points for Quentin Houff, 9 points for Burton, 8 points for McDowell, 7 for William Byron, and to my calculations, this guy is only 1 or 2 points out. 1 or 2 points out for the points lead with a incredibly fast race car. William Byron choked last year with the last 4 races to go and lost the championship. He had it locked up entering Texas. He blew it. Well, guess what? Byron on the outside in could very well win the Duralast Cup Series championship. And attaboy to J.J. Yaley, a top 5 here at Talladega, putting 4 custom diecasts in the top 5. And get this, 5 out of the top 6 diecasts here are custom cars, my dude. That's a testament to the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series and the modifications we made before Richmond. When I went back and I worked on the custom cars to bring them back up to speed because they were so uncompetitive. And now look how equal the diecast racing is here in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series. These diecasts are freaking fast now, and I think that's just producing a great product for y'all to enjoy at home. And check this out, Matt Kenseth, the guy who's pretty much been known to start up front in the plate races, won the pole for the 500, won the pole for the 400 at Daytona, finally finishes one, gets into the top 10, and if Season 4 happens, which if you want Season 4 to happen, make sure to comment down below. That car right there, that could very well guarantee that 42 car a full-time entry for next season. And this guy right here, even though he didn't gain much, it counts. Kyle Busch had a really good car tonight. I think it's more of a 1.5 mile car. I don't think it performs best on these long straightaways. I think it's faster in the corners. And these diecasts do perform differently. Some cars, like Denny Hamlin's car, that's a straight line car. It runs really good at the big tracks, but it struggles at the smaller tracks. I think Quinn Houff's car is a long run track where you have these big straightaway pieces, and those cars roll so freaking good at it. And check this out. Daniel Suarez gets a 9th place finish with 2 points there. 10 points for first, you know, and then, of course, 10th place. We'll get 1 point, and we're getting around to him. Mr. Jimmy Johnson, who, while this is a brand new car, I'm not saying his car wasn't fast. I just think it's a product of restrictor plate racing. But I tell you what, though, Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch and William Byron are the 3 winners tonight, in my opinion, for the championship. They all gained points on Clint Bowyer, Austin Dillon, you know, the championship favorites, even Reed Sorensen, who was 2nd in points entering tonight. They gained a lot of points. But can you believe, I mean, Starcom Racing just won this race, and Unscripted Diecast Racing, folks. So our next broadcast is going to be March 14th. The Mountain Dew Zero Sugar 500 from Bristol Motor Speedway, the guy who took out 3 Stewart-Haas racing cars, won this race last year. I'd expect him to have a brand new car with the Bass Pro Shops diecast, so definitely going to be some exciting stuff. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and again, folks, look at all these custom cars, and if you want to get some custom cars for yourself, well, you got to get custom diecast donors, right? Or if you just want to get, you know, awesome paint schemes like the Kyle Busch car, the Jimmy Johnson car, make sure to go check out Circle B Diecast down in the description. Use promo code DIECASTbuffet. Free shipping on orders $20 or more. Super freaking cool deal. That's how I get all these cars. I get free shipping. You save a crap load of money. I don't like overpaying for diecast, and I know you don't either, so it's a great opportunity right there. And it also helps out the channel. Anyways, folks, what a crazy race tonight. I mean, think about it. We had 40 diecasts, 40 freaking diecasts that entered tonight's race. You know how many DNFs we have? 20 DNFs. I miscount. I miscount. There were that many cars. So you know what that means? That is a Duralast Cup Series record. Incredible stuff, folks. I mean, literally, a Duralast Cup Series record. 20 DNFs. Officially, half of the field is wrecked out. Crazy racing. And I must say, the reconfigured Talladega racetrack here, I think it was a super slam dunk. The racing, I think, was fantastic. The front straightaway looked a lot better, and it probably looked a lot better on camera as well, because the track has more of a triangle shape. A lot of people give me grief saying, oh, it looks like Pocono. I'm trying what I can, okay? The track shapes, I can only move them around so much, but I think making the front straightaway a little bit shorter made the track a little bit more racy, a little bit more agile, and I tell you what, we've seen some crazy crashes. Thank you all so freaking much for tuning in once again, March 14th, that's our next broadcast. Hope you're having a great one. What a upset winner to Quinn Houff. And shout out to the Indiana Diecast guy over there on Instagram for building me that car. I bought it off of him, actually. He built that car. Well, guess what? Your car just won a Duralast Cup Series race, and now Quinn Houff's name is, well, etched into the Duralast Cup Series history books as a race winner. The next 3 races will be Bristol, Atlanta, and capping it off at Homestead. The Duralast Cup Series Championship battle is heating up, and for the first time, we actually have eliminations. There are drivers now are officially mathematically eliminated from championship contention. It is anyone's cup. Who's going to win it? Hope you have a great one. And from the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I'm Garrett Hodge. Have a blessed one. Signing off.
This has been a presentation of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series on Diecastbuffet.